Hey guys, and welcome. Hang on. Hey guys, and welcome back to another. Sheffield Steelers guy video. Guys, we are 8 subscribers away from the big 500, and as you know, we are also technically just around 2 weeks away from Christmas. If we can get to 500 subscribers by Christmas Day, that would mean a lot to the channel, because obviously we're trying to get this channel out to more people, to the Elite League. So we now have the Sheffield Steelers guy TikTok running alongside the Sheffield Steelers guy YouTube as well. The Steelers guy TikTok will be posting this video as well. So if you are seeing this on TikTok, go and subscribe to the YouTube if you have not. If you're watching this video on YouTube, go and follow the TikTok. It's simple as that. Anyway, today we are going to be talking about a certain team called the Coventry Blaze, who, not going to lie, this season I thought would carry on the greats of their last season. Obviously, everybody last season predicted the Coventry Blaze to finish 10th in the Elite League. However, they didn't, did they? We were all wrong. We were all going to be wrong anyway, even now, looking back on that. I don't think Coventry would have finished 10th anyway, and we all know who finished 10th, and the team who are in 10th place right now are the team who are probably going to finish 10th this season as well. The Coventry Blaze ended up finishing 5th last season, with their greatest trophy being stopping the Steelers from winning the league title, and rumours have it some of the Coventry fans are still partying in Sheffield after their 5th win of the league season in Sheffield on Saturday. That is right, 17 games played for the Coventry Blaze, only 5 wins. Kevin Moore, he isn't giving you more, he's giving you less. You may as well rename him to Kevin Less. It sounds a lot better. And obviously last season they had players such as Chase Greasock, Amarosa was one, you had Nick Sykes, you had Michael Reed-Gosh, you obviously had Matt Robson. You had such big names playing for Coventry who were just putting up points. However, this season, those players, this season, those players like Reed-Gosh, Amarosa, Greasock, they've all gone elsewhere. They have all decided to not come back to Coventry. Do you know what? The Greasock leaving Coventry was my biggest shock. I thought he would come back. He was a pain in the arse. Obviously, Nick Sykes went to Sheffield. That backfired. He's now playing for Guildford, and he's obviously doing a lot better because there are former players everywhere in the league this season. With Brandon Whistle being non-existent at Belfast and Sam Jones being injured at Belfast. As I said, they were better in Orange, and you all laughed at me. Well, Brandon Whistle was better in Orange. He only went there to see his brother. He didn't go there for the money or the enjoyment. He went there to see his brother. Genuinely hope he wins nothing at Belfast this season. Sam Jones, better at Sheffield. And obviously Logan Nielsen's at 5, and he is starting to do a bit better there as well. That is the only move I can accept. Apart from 5, I don't like you anymore. So, yeah. Anyway, we're not talking about those. I'd just like to touch up on that. We're talking about Coventry. And obviously, one of the former Steelers players to go to Coventry was Colton Saucerman, who, so far, is doing just as bad as he were last season, in my opinion. He's not saucing. The sauce is not saucing. You put the sauce on your plate. There's loads of sauce on there. You love having sauce on your plate. There's barely any sauce on Coventry's plate at the minute. Yes, he is a good defender, but the only thing I'm noticing about Colton Saucerman at Coventry is he's playing nearly every single shift. It's like Coventry rely on this one defender to push them forward because all their other players are gobbly-gob shy. And obviously, I'm sure many Coventry fans this season expected the Blaze to be near the same or better than they were last season. I was seeing Blaze fans in the off-season saying that they were going to finish top 4 again or challenge for a trophy. They're 8th. they're as close to Fife as they are to Sheffield. But I was expecting Coventry to be this good team. You know, they've got Elijah Barriger on there. They've got Grant Mishmash on there, probably the best name in Elite League history. It's like putting mashed potatoes together and boom, Grant Mishmash. But I'm not seeing the Blaze. First of all, yes, you can party your wins in Sheffield, but I'll have you know, anybody who has came to the Sky Dome this season and played the Blaze have often walked out with the 2 points. We've done it 3 times in a row already, and I love it when the Steelers... Do you know, I loved the 23-24 season because every time the Steelers played the Blaze away, you just knew we were going to win. And this season, I'm getting the same vibes. It's like, it's Coventry and Sheffield right now. It's like Guildford versus Sheffield in 22-23 and 23-24. The away team always won. But Guildford have not won in Sheffield now for officially 2 years. Let's keep it that way. Belfast haven't won in Sheffield for nearly 2 years as well. Let's keep it that way. But I was expecting a lot more from Coventry. And it's sad. I know, I'm being honest. It's sad seeing this Coventry downfall. Because they were a giant. They were a giant in the Elite League. In the early days of the Elite League, they were winning the league trophies. They were top of the table. They were winning playoffs. They've also won a treble, I'll have you know. They were the first team to do it, I believe. But it's just sad because with the way things are at Coventry and with where they are now and where they've been since, like, what? Since their last league trophy in the Elite League, you just don't see them winning anything anytime soon. You know, they haven't won anything in 10 years. That's probably going to be 11 come the end of the season. And it's like Manchester United. Obviously, yeah, they are literally Manchester United in the Elite League. Because they were winning all the titles at the start and now they're just non-existent. You get what I mean? Apologies to any Man United fans, I'm just stating facts there. But, they are literally the Manchester United of the Elite League. And I don't want people to say, but, Kevin Moore shouldn't be coaching the Coventry Blaze anymore. That's going too far. You should never, ever call for a coach out after one loss. And that's why I don't get the Steelers fan base. We lose to freaking... We lose one game after winning 7 in a row, and all of a sudden, all the Steelers fans want Fox out. First of all, Fox doesn't need to go, because he's rebuilt the Steelers to such good extent. Like, can you imagine? What do you think would have happened if Tom Barrasso had came back as Steelers coach? Yes, he has NHL experience, but what if we actually didn't sack Paul Thompson? We could have been the Dundee Stars of the Elite League. But I'm just saying that Coventry's downfall is just shocking. Because I was expecting them to be just as good as they were last season. And, it's common with Coventry. 1 year they'll finish 4th and then the next year they'll finish 7th. Or 1 year they'll finish 5th and the next year they'll finish 8th or 9th. I can remember in 2023, the Blaze had just knocked out the Belfast Giants of the Challenge Cup. Please do it again this year because I know you're playing them. Please knock them out again. But I was laughing so hard in the car and then I realised that we had Coventry next. Unlike Belfast, we beat them 6-0 in the first leg. There was no need for a second leg. We had gone to the final. We had sealed our spot in the final. The second leg was in Sheffield, so there was no way Coventry was scoring 6. To be honest, though, then again, nobody could touch that Steelers team. You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. You would not dare try to beat that Steelers team because you just would not do it. God, I want that season back. I'm so mad that I didn't start content videos and match vlogs in that season. But yeah, guys, Coventry downfall. Do you think they're going to finish 8th? Do you think they're going to finish somewhere higher up? Where do you think they'll finish? 5 wins from 17 games played is a bit disappointing. It's really disappointing. 5 wins? I swear the Flyers have 2. Jesus Christ. But guys, if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like and of course subscribe. Nottingham Panthers fans, prepare! I have a video coming out on you tomorrow. And I don't want to make it, but it might be time to start talking about it. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. No, it's not Chase Pearson. It's your place in the league standings.